10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Is it on? Got it. Man, I look good, don't I?
You do look good.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wrestling fans. This is your champion, your ultimate wrestling champion. The lavishing, the luscious, the always classy Bobby Doll. Right here, the champion. You said it couldn't be done. They said that it couldn't be done. But it was done. It was done in classic fashion, too. And I'm sitting here with the man that actually helped me just make it all happen. The famous, the infamous, the ladies' man, Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim, how did that make you feel?
Oh, it went a year, Bobby Dow. It went a year. People screaming, Uncle Jim, Uncle Jim. Ah, hurt my stomach. Hurt my head.
You know what? That is so funny because back, was it? My gosh, it was about a year ago.
About a year ago.
Back when I sat down with you and I said, look, you know what? Ultimate Wrestling has just given me the royal screw job. We have got to do something to actually get them back. So we sat down and we came up with this thing about making the fans love you. And listen, I'm going to tell you what. Just to tell you what kind of guy I am. I even had him go out and actually get my old partner, Robert Gibson, which is a legend in this business. The man that made Gulf Coast Wrestling what it is today. You went out and you got him, and I know that, Robert was mad at me.
Right, he was.
He was fired up. And I even took a beating because the end plan was what?
The end plan.
The gold.
Was the gold.
The gold. It was all about the gold, And so we worked the plan. We outsmarted Ultimate Wrestling, and I stand here before you today as the Ultimate Wrestling champion. Isn't that right?
It is, it is. Management trusted me. We got Bobby the match. Nobody suspected anything.
But I know that, there's a lot of y'all thinking, well, what happened to the front row Fanatics? Well, let me tell you. When you know a little bit about the business like what we do, we just hijack their signal. We are going to be with you today, going over the matches, and you know what? Letting them get to know us. Because look, we love you. We're all about you. And I know that you're all about us, right? You're all about Uncle Jim and Bobby Doll. So, basically, just, call in if you have questions. Call. Because I've got my phone right here. If you have, hang on. Here's a call right here. Hello? Well, welcome to Black Sheep TV. You're on the air right now. And your question is, how can somebody as good looking as Bobby Doll come from Uncle Jim's side of the family? That's a good question. Look, I don't have the answer to that other than somebody must have jumped the fence, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, listen, Uncle Jim, you know what, everybody loves you. What? I could do better without Uncle. No, listen, Uncle Jim had a lot to do with this. Let me tell you, he executed it beautifully. Yeah. Yeah, he even hooked up with the clown, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. He took one for the team, I'm telling you right now. Okay, thanks for calling. Thank you. Thank you for calling Black Sheep TV. Okay. Look.
Bobby, there are some things that we need never to mention again.
I'm telling you.
That we need never to mention again.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Taking one for the team. You know what you got to do, what you got to do.
Hey, there's a bug in mine. Ah,
we're gonna have.
Man.
Hang on. Let me just stir it up for you there. There we go. Now,
Bobby is touching, and it is fine now.
we're gonna have a great time today. We're gonna go over some matches, and I've got some guests that are gonna just knock your socks off. Nobody has better guests than Bobby Doll and Uncle Jim on Black Sheep TV. We are going to bring to you the hottest wrestling stars that the Gulf Coast has to offer, you know. I just want to say before we actually take our first break that there's a lot of people out there that are always dogging on the actual Gulf Coast. They're always saying, oh, you know what, it is so bad on the Gulf Coast. Listen, we have legends on the Gulf Coast. We have guys like Robert Gibson. We have guys like Percy Pringle that are at all the shows. We have guys like Sika. We have guys. We have the Armstrongs. Bullet Bob Armstrong. What a legend. Ken Lucas. You know, John Saxon, Bobby Doll, Chad Cheatham, Tony Sweat. They're everywhere. And you know, they all aren't as good looking as me. But you know what? They still have got so much talent. And, hey, you know what? You ought to be the manager of all of those guys because you could take them somewhere.
I could. But there's only one #1 wrestler on the Gulf Coast. And that is my nephew, the ultimate legend, Black Sheep Bobby Dow.
So, I'll tell you what. You know what they're over there just telling us right now? Well, you know what? There's nobody there. It's actually just us in this big audience.
We wouldn't listen.
We got a big studio audience, but I'm the one that's basically holding the camera. As far as you know, it's packed in here. So I'll tell you what. We're gonna cut to a break, and I have a guest for you that's gonna blow your socks off, man. I am excited about it, aren't you?
I am.
We're coming right back to Black Sheep TV.